Good morning, LaLa Land. Welcome back. Today is the 1-year anniversary of Good Morning, LaLa Land. 810 episodes, 245 shows.
Wow.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Cheers. I want to fist pump you. That's like a big deal.
It is a big deal.
This is a live show every morning on Instagram, and it is a big deal to be doing all this. So,
yeah, it's an incredible blessing.
And you are too.
Yeah, I appreciate that, Corey.
I did a little research on you, and the last time I saw you 6 weeks ago, there was just that connection with all three of you. You guys are just so amazing. And I wanted to talk a little bit about what you and I talked about afterwards, which was, you know what? Actually, let's hold there.
Oh, the tease.
I'm gonna hold there, and I'm gonna throw it to a clip really quick.
All right. And I also love the idea that through rest and relaxation and just being tapped into and being turned on, that things can happen on their own. Like there's a great quote in the Tao Te Ching that basically says, the master does nothing and yet everything gets done.
Yeah. You just have to wake up, shine.
Yeah.
And if that involves a lunch at the Beverly Hills Hotel, so be it.
So be it. Right. And I think a huge part of it too is understanding the opportunity cost. So like for me, I'm able to sort of put that into real numbers. So it's like, if I commit to doing, let's say, this event or this particular meeting, I can add in my head the number of dollars I'm going to lose by doing so. So I have to bet. It has to be a very well-informed sort of guess or bet that I'm going to actually in some way along the line either make more money or get more happiness from this event or conversation that I'm going to commit to having, right? It's true.
Do you do that with your friends too? Like
I do. I'm like Erin today, and I don't know. It's not worth that $3,000. I'm going to just have to pass.
We are back with Good Morning LaLa Land, and I am here interviewing Rob Mack.
Yes.
Rob Mack Official, that is.
That's right.
I love that tag, Rob Mack Official.
Yeah, there are a lot of Robert Macks in the world.
Yes, but you're official.
Yes.
Yes, and I just want to let you guys know out in Instagram land, Rob and I did not coordinate our clothing today. We just happened to match and look good together.
We're just naturally connected in that way.
I see that. I love that.
Yes.
Thank you.
Of course.
So Rob, you are a life coach, and that is your passion. And you love helping people. Yeah. And I can see it. It's written all over you. You just love people.
Yeah.
What would you say your number one passion in life, other than being a life coach, other than the things that we already know about you? What is your number one passion that drives you every day, other than God? And we know that, because that's you have that.
I love fashion. So if we're going that route, I would say that I just love fashion. But that was something I loved even as a child. But my appreciation for fashion has grown over the years. I had some great friends. My friend Melanie Whittle, she's kind of like, I've been in like fashion school with Melanie Whittle. So she's a celebrity stylist, and she's helped me just kind of deepen my appreciation for fashion. So I love fashion. Of course, I love my family. That goes without saying. But yeah.
And tell me, where did you grow up?
I grew up in a small little town outside of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
Oh, you're a small town boy. I love that.
Yeah.
I'm a small town girl.
Where'd you grow up?
No, this is about you. We are not turning it on me. Thank you, though.
Somebody warned you.
I know. So your Instagram page says that you are famously single.
Yeah. Well, I worked for a show called Famously Single, but I am also single, but I'm not that famous at all. So I would say, I like the idea of I enjoy being single. I do, but I've probably always enjoyed my own aloneness, even as a child. Mm-hmm. It's just something that I've really enjoyed. I think I always felt lots of stress and anxiety in big groups, and I think I was a sort of an empath at heart. So I would pick up on people's energy, and it took me a long time actually to learn how to sort of protect myself from the stress and anxiety of a group.
I would say, and I don't really know you that well, I've met you a couple of times, I would say that you're a tender heart. Right?
I can receive that, yeah.
Yeah, and that's a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
Do you have brothers and sisters?
I do. I have a brother and a sister, both younger.
Both younger?
Yeah, both less. They're not quite as good looking, but they're great people.
Well, of course. Of course. And what does Rob Mack do outside of Good Morning LaLa Land?
Oh, man. I mostly talk to clients. Mm-hmm. So most of my days are filled with, I see sort of three different types of people: executives, athletes, and celebrities, sort of peak performers, really, in all respects. And so I mostly talk to those folks about probably one or two things, but we use different language with each of those three groups of people. And at the end of the day, it's just about living as an authentically happy and effortlessly successful life as humanly possible.
And you just love helping people.
I do. Yeah. It's
Do you meet people at the grocery store? Do you meet people and then you're just like,
yeah,
because you have this thing about you that
because I genuinely like people.
I know.
And I genuinely look for something in people that I like. Like I feel like it's my responsibility to find something in you that I like. And when I can't find anything at all, that says something about me, not something about you. So my dedication and commitment is to see the Christ in you or the Buddha in you. That's I genuinely make that set that as my intention.
Okay. And so in your days, what would an actual day of Rob Mack? Your viewers wanted to know what your days looked like, other than just coming to the set. So after the set, what do you do?
So I love my day. So after the set, I usually do one of two things. Either I will try to sneak in some quick shopping before I go to my clients,
I love that.
Which doesn't always happen. But then I go right to clients. So I either see clients in person or over the phone. I try to do as much virtual work as I can. So I'll see clients like back to back. Like I might have 12 or 14 or 15 clients.
When you say virtual, do you do Skyping?
Yeah,
FaceTime?
so I do
good.
FaceTime, I'll Skype. There's all kinds of different platforms. Some of them, I try to get them all on the same platforms, but I mostly do that. And I try to do a lot of writing too in between.
So you're a writer?
Yes. So
what kind of things do you write?
So I mostly write about happiness. I think at the end of the day, happiness is the reason that we want anything in our lives, the reason that we want to acquire, achieve, or accomplish anything and everything.
Okay.
And so that's the one thing that we all have in common as human beings.
You're right.
Yeah.
And I think we're all in control of that too. A lot of women ask me about you. What's your perfect girl look like or person look like? What do they look like?
I'd say that they look, that's a great question. I don't really have that. It's not clear in my head. I would say that they're kind. That's the most important quality by far, is kindness. Like, and that's kindness to themselves. And then they're just naturally and effortlessly and authentically kind to everybody else. But I would say kindness. I would say open-mindedness, open-heartedness. That's very important. And someone who's committed to their own happiness in a genuine way. I think
you don't have to make happy. You can just have.
Yeah. Well, I know that. So 20-some years ago, I thought I was getting into like the people change business or the, making people happy business. And I realized the fallacy in that. It's a, deeply flawed premise. And that's problematic actually, because to the extent that I can make somebody happy, I actually train them or lead them away from the very source of happiness that's within them. So I like the idea of people recognizing that the happiness they're searching for is within themselves.
You're right. You're absolutely right. 5 fun facts for you.
Oh boy.
Who is your celebrity crush?
Celebrity crush?
Other than myself, of course.
Well, that would come first.
I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
Jeff and Erin. In there. Boy, I don't know. I had a little crush on LaLa. She came on the show.
Okay.
It was fun. Yeah.
Favorite song?
Favorite song? All About the Money. I think, is that Fergie?
Yeah. Favorite movie?
I love Limitless.
Okay, yeah.
It's a great movie. Yeah. Book of Eli is great.
Book of Eli is great.
Yeah.
That's really good. Have you seen God's Not Dead?
No.
Just saying.
Gloria.
Just
All right,
kidding.
gotta add that to the list.
What advice would you give your younger self?
Yeah. Think less.
You know what? That's great advice.
Yeah.
Actually, that's the first time I've ever heard that. That's really great advice.
Right?
And even our older selves, we can kind of get in our own way sometimes, and our thoughts can hold us captive.
That's exactly right. I mean, the only real problem that exists in the world is too much thinking. Something that I would be very unhappy with.
And assuming.
Same thing, right? And it's the same thing.
Yeah.
Assuming is just an assumption. It's a thought.
Right.
At the end of the day, to the extent, that's why babies and puppies are generally very happy.
Yes.
Right? They don't think. They're not overanalyzing. They're not obsessively, compulsively thinking about how to script their lives, perfect their life, perfect other people. They're just enjoying the moment.
You're right. And what makes Rob Mack tick?
Yeah.
What is it?
I guess, I don't know. I would just say God, whatever that is, life. So I, in terms of what inspires me or what I feel most passionate about, honestly, I would, earlier in my life, I would have said something different, but I think now it's just, sharing peace and love and happiness. I think that's...
I see that. You exude it. It's such a wonderful thing too, especially, with everything that's going on social media and with, in the world and politics. And I think we can tend to get a little bit negative and depressed and down. And you have found the answer to be consistent and stay peaceful and have that peace that passes all understanding that really, truly we can only get from God.
See, this is why I love the conversation with you so much.
It's true.
And I think it takes light to recognize light, right? So you saying that, I fully received that, but also you're a perfect reflection of that.
Thank you.
Totally.
Thank you. Well, God is good. He's so
Amen
good.
to that.
Now, what's up for you? You write? You write?
I do. So I'm
you
finishing
writing a book? Or
there's 4 books that I've had 95% done for a while now. So I'm going to finish those.
I love that.
Yeah, it's like, are you
4
kidding?
books.
But the part of the challenge with writing, just like life, is that you get to a place and you realize, oh, I could do that so much better. I could say it so much more eloquently or succinctly. And so you're always, you're always evolving.
You are.
Right? And so if you sort of wait until anything's perfect, you'll never be done. I think Jessalyn's a great reminder of that. She reminded us of that this morning. So for me, it's that. And honestly, it's just staying as receptive and open to God's gifts as humanly possible.
What is your favorite book?
My favorite book. Oh my God, that's like choosing my favorite child.
I know what my favorite book is, but
what is your favorite book?
This is about you.
Yeah. Yes.
My favorite book's the Bible. It has, for me, that's for me.
Yes.
And I have a lot of other side books, but that's just my whole go-to. I'm not perfect. I make mistakes, but it's kind of a good format and bullet point for me to refer to.
Totally. Definitely love the Bible. Be As You Are. Ramana Maharshi was one of the greatest books of all time in me. So I would say that the Tao Te Ching, The Cloud of Unknowing, is a profound book. Very few people know about it. It was written by an anonymous author.
Really?
Yes.
The Cloud of Unknowing. Okay.
Yeah, The Cloud of Unknowing is profound.
Okay.
There's so many. I mean, Meister Eckhart. I love Meister Eckhart. I mean, there's so many. It's hard.
Well, Rob, it's been a pleasure. I don't feel like we ever have enough time.
I know.
I'm going to have to come back and do this again.
Yes.
Dig deeper with you. So thank you for interviewing with me. And you're such an amazing gift. I love you. Thank you.
I love you so much. I appreciate you so much, Corey. Thank you.
Thank you. We'll be back.